Hello everybody, this is Miss Snook, your science teacher, and I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about the research project that you have to do in honors. So you might have noticed already that last week on Thursday, you had to pick us to start thinking of a topic that you were going to write your research on. And then you were to submit that, and I would either approve it or send it back to you for revision. And starting today, which is Monday, September 24th, you are supposed to start locating information to do your research. I waited until now to talk to you about this assignment because I wanted to see how well you could do your picking of the topic and finding out some information and asking questions without my help. Now I have to talk to you about this actual project. In honors, in case you hadn't noticed, you are required to do 2 extra labs and the research paper that is required in order for you to get honors credit. That being said, I am allowing you to not write an actual paper. So for some of you, that is a big, yay, I don't have to write a paper. For some of you, it's like, oh man, I really wanted to write a paper, and now what is she going to make me do? So let me first talk to you about if you want to write a research paper, that is 100% fine with me. However, you need to follow these guidelines and your paper should be 3 to 5 pages long. I am not going to count the words on your paper. I will be looking for a 3 to 5 page long double-spaced research paper with works cited separate from that page count. If you would like to do some other format to show me your research, you're more than welcome to. And I love creativity when it comes to science. So you're more than welcome to do your research exactly as it asks you to do in the lesson. Take notes, find your resources, create your works cited page, but you may turn in a totally different thing than a paper. And I just like to bring back the unit objectives and show you what the purpose of this is so that we are all on the same page. I am going to see whether or not you can choose a topic for a research paper. I am going to be able to see whether or not you can evaluate sources that you come across on the internet, in magazines, books, etc., and if whether or not you can conduct research using those resources. Not every resource that you're going to come in contact with is going to be good. Whether or not you use index cards to create a bibliography and take notes is none of my concern. I have no interest in whether or not you are using these. Please feel free to use them if that's how you'd like to organize yourself. You are going to practice in one of the lessons here on identifying instances of plagiarism. I will help you as you turn in drafts of your work to remove plagiarism if I suspect it from your research. You're going to create an outline for your research paper or project that is going to include a thesis statement, and you're going to have an introduction and your supporting material and a conclusion. Regardless of whether or not you're writing a paper or doing an alternative format, you are still going to need to have a thesis statement and a conclusion of your research. I'd like to know an introduction to your research project with a thesis statement and a conclusion. If you're writing a paper, this will come naturally in your paper. But if you're doing some other sort of format, you might need some help with this, and I'll be happy to help you. You are going to write a draft of your research paper. I will read it and send it back to you for you to revise. Please follow your calendar carefully because I have the days mapped out on the calendar so it allows for enough time to get this done. Finally, you will write a final draft that you will also include a works cited page on, and that will be turned into me by the due date. When it is the last week of school during finals week, you will be presenting your projects to the rest of the class, and we can practice at another time outside of regular office hours. If you have any questions about what you're going to be doing with the research paper, please feel free to ask me. Please follow the calendar. Please follow the timeline that is provided for you in lesson 8.01. And please check your announcements for any additional information regarding this project. Thank you.